It's really ready to go. Okay, sizzling! Okay, sizzling! Okay, sizzling! Take me by the hand, take me by the hand, okay, take me by the hand, take me by the hand, okay, he, him, they, them. He, him, they, them. Some people just call me Fluffy. Darling, you can smile more. Ocean Mania, take me by the hand. Ocean Mania. That's what we fucking do. Fuck off! Ooh, take me by the hand. Ooh, Mr. Ocean Man. Ooh, take me by the hand. Ooh, Mr. Ocean Man. Yeah, she is all gangrenous. That's cute, you massive fucking soy cup. He, him, they, them. Superficial bollocks. He, him, they, them. Spider monkey fucker. Some people just call me Fluffy. Holy shit. Yard, 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 yard. It's Captain Gay. Yes, of course it's Captain Gay. Yard, 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 yard. It's really ready to go. You're some Hollywood horse. Fuck. Ocean Mania, take me by the hand. Ocean Mania, fucking sizzling. Ocean Mania, take me by the hand. Ocean Mania, I'm gonna make wad your main balls. Ocean Mania, take me by the hand. Ocean Mania, oh my god, like yeah. Ocean Mania, take me by the hand. Ocean Mania, beat him into submission. Ocean Mania, take me by the hand. Ocean Mania. Ocean Mania, take me by the hand. Ocean Mania. Yada 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 yada. Ocean Mania, take me by the hand. Ocean Mania. You got me. Ocean Mania, take me by the hand. Ocean Mania. So fucking crazy. Ocean Mania, take me by the hand. Ocean Mania. Fuck off! Fire, fire, big pants flyer. One of them. So that went well. Let's move on. She was like, it's oh look, what a coincidence! God damn, I hate this thing. I can't say the word tampon. There is nothing I love more. Taking my headphones off, fuck that. Bethesda, there is nothing I love more than to fire up a brand new RPG, lose myself.
Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what?
Fucking pronouns! I love nothing more than to be dragged out at every fucking conceivable opportunity so you can fucking current day us. Current fucking day! Fuck off! We can't see past our own fucking reflection. That's the level of our narcissism here at Bethesda Twat Waffle. That's all you fucking are! Twat Waffle! Fuck off! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day Californian shit! Cause that's all we fucking know! Cause we're boring! We're so fucking boring! You're boring! You're fucking dull! You have nothing to say! Fuck your immersion! Guess what? Fucking pronouns! You take everything we love and you just can't help! Shovel! You are bullshit! Fucking crap! Ideology!
Press your on button. Balls.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Afternoon Tea with us. Do not adjust your sets. There is nothing wrong with the lighting. I've just decided this week I don't want this in my face. Because I don't know if you're aware of this, guys and gals, kids of all ages. Although on my channel, 99.6% above 18 years old. Legal. But it's a little bit wham. It's a little bit George Michael this week. It's a little bit wham. A little bit wham. And it's actually, the last couple of days has simmered down a little bit. It's actually cooled down a little bit. Still nice and warm and, you know, beautiful and that. But like Wednesday, Thursday, holy. And I was look, call me a bitch, call me a catty, but I got to with this. I was so proud of Angry Joe to come out with his hot take of it. This is global warming. Heat in the summertime, it's global warming, everybody. It's global warming. Yeah, it's called summer. It's called summer, Joe. It's called summer. Just because the graphic on the television turns the temperature to red doesn't actually mean the world's burning. Holy fucking shit. What's he going to say in but then Mr. Champagne Socialist in his very next sentence after saying global warming 3-4 times talks about how he just spent $15,000 on getting new air conditioning installed in his house. I'm doing my part. Well, I'm not. I'm not at all, actually. I'm just a massive, massive hypocrite. But, oh, man. Oh, man. Now, I would get aircon, but I'm British, right? So I believe in the suffering. I was going to say suffrage for a minute then. That's one thing I absolutely don't believe in. Fucking take the vote away. That's what I say. Take it away from them. And I'm not just talking about the women. Hey, cut it out. Cut it out. I believe in the suffering. I believe in the schvet. I believe in the dry mouth, the cotton mouth. It's in my nature. Suffers. Absolutely. Absolutely. I like to do the proper British way. I go to sleep with a fan at the end of my bed on full blast, making as much noise as that thing possibly can, and I'll sleep right through it. I'll sleep right through it. No problem. Now, when the missus was over last summer, she can't sleep with the fan on. Okay? I'll never understand this, right? Men and guys, if you contradict me here, then you're gay. Okay? Men, we like things cool. We love it when it's cool. We like cool. We like it when it's cool. Christmas Day, right? my bedroom window is open when I go to bed. Yeah. Do you know what's going to keep me warm? The fucking blanket that I'm under, right? But I need the cool. I need the cool air. The ladies, the delicate, dainty ladies, the fragile, delicate ladies, they'll break if you touch them too hard. They can't have any noise in the bedroom. Can't have the window open in the height of fucking summer. You're there, you're sleeping at night. And all you're doing, right, is you're just thinking about the cold shower that you're going to have to take the next morning. Just going to go for a hot shower, baby. And then you have the heat, so you get the steam. And then as soon as you shut the door, fucking as cold as you can get it. I never... But I got my chill. You can even see it's still a bit frosty from coming out the fridge. I've got my frosty Highland Spring sparkling water. Sweaty sheets get air conditioning. What do you think washing machines are there for, hey? What do you think washing machines are there for? Look, you're not British. Sorry, I said that wrong. You're not British. You're not British if you're not complaining about the fucking weather. It's too hot. Temperature cools down, becomes acceptable. What's the first thing you say? Well, it's a bit chilly, isn't it? Oh, I see. We have a complaint for everything, particularly the color of your skin. Anyway, so. Yeah, but that's just it, right? Australians. I'm glad somebody brought Australians up, right? Back in the day when I actually exercised, I used to play cricket, and the club that I used to play for, we had a couple of Australian overseas players. Yeah, we were getting lardy fucking da, yeah. And they would come and it would be 30 degrees, right? We're sweltering. We're playing cricket in this 30 degrees, sweltering. The Australian players, they've got fucking jumpers on. Jumpers. And they're stood there on the field like that. Whew. Bit fucking cold over here, mate. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. When's winter end? It's summer. Fucking summer. Are you fucking kidding me? Fucking hell. True. There aren't no lies to tell. That's true story. What's a jumper? It's something I do to your mum between 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. Oh, fuck. So last night, yeah, technically, last night, well, it's not technically, it's factual. I say to myself, right, I'm gonna make this new Supergirl video. Guys. I know it's been a few days since a Supergirl video. I think Monday or Tuesday, or is it Tuesday? I don't know. Where's my money coming from? Hashtag Jerusalem. When was it? The 6th. When was the 6th? Was that Monday? There hasn't been a Supergirl video since Monday. So if you have not been clued in on what's gone on this week with Supergirl, we have some funny stuff to go through today. Yesterday, right? I've been baking in the heat. And I said to myself, right, I'm going to make this Supergirl video on a Saturday. Haven't done a video Thursday, Friday, because I've just been in the heat. So I'm going to do this Supergirl video now, right? So it's hot. So the first thing I do, of course, is make myself a coffee. I get myself a coffee. I get myself a bottle of water. And I come upstairs to the desk. And it's 6:57, 6:58 p.m. So it's a couple of minutes until 7 p.m. I'm sat down at the desk. I've turned everything on. I've opened OBS ready to record. And I'm just about to press play to do my intro. And then I just see that a message comes through on my phone. Let me just check the message on my phone. Oh, it's Mauler telling me that fucking EFAP's starting in 1 minute. Where am I? Whoopsies. I forgot. So luckily, I could just go straight into Discord and straight onto the call. But I totally forgot. So I couldn't do the video because I had EFAP. And then I'd said to Mauler, I can probably do about 3 hours. And so before the beginning of the stream, I said to Mauler, I've got to go at 10 because England are kicking off. Okay. And then there was a couple of lates or no shows. And so I stayed on. And it got to 10 o'clock. And I'm having a good time. It was if you didn't see yesterday's EFAP, it was a fun show. It was a really fun show. And so I had the football on this monitor. I had EFAP on this monitor. And I'm sort of like muting myself as goals are flying in and shit's happening. And I'm desperately not wanting to say anything on EFAP during the match because you just didn't know which way it was going to go. Whew. And then when the full-time whistle went, England won 2-1. By the way, Norway, you were fantastic. And Haaland, pronunciation, he's a class act. The fact that he came out after the match had finished, got showered, got changed, whatever. He came back out and took photos with the Norwegian fans was amazing. Class act, really tough match. England got lucky. Yeah, he was sick. Yeah, there was actually a couple of English players that were sick as well. Norway were not robbed in any capacity at all. Let's just stop that. Let's just stop that. Wait a minute. We have we or what is ISKs? We've already hit the goal. What are ISKs? 15,000 ISK. What does that? Holy cat! That ain't no Argentinian nonsense. Speaking of Argentinian nonsense, see you Wednesday, boys. We've hit the goal. So yeah, as we all know, And I'll get to that super chat when we get to the super chats. And thank you so much indeed. Does it stand for isekai? I don't know. I like me some isekai. I don't care if you call me gay, okay? But I am a huge Sword Art Online fan. I love Sword Art Online. What you gonna fucking do about it? What you gonna fucking do about it? Right, let's just have a quick check. Has Supergirl done $1 billion? Ooh, not quite. So we're gonna have to reset that. Start another goal. Supergirl hits $1 billion. Take two. So I've got to start that back up again. Is it gonna? It has as well. Bloody hell! It's allowing me to grift this week. Oh no. Oh well. And hey, we'll get to. Hold on. Let me just quickly bring it up. Actually, it is a big fat red. So I look. I'll give you another shout out. Obviously, when it comes through, Lars Fillmore is mixtape payback, approximately $120. Yeah, that translates to about 89 UK pounds. Thank you for your sacrifice. Really enjoyed the show yesterday. Now, I'll tell you what Lars is referencing. And thank you. Thank you for that. I'll tell you what Lars is referencing. DSP don't know how to. He knows how to beg. DSP knows how to beg like a dog for scraps off a table. He don't know how to grift. He don't know how to grift properly. But I'll tell you what Lars is talking about. One of the well, I mean, it involved me, so obviously it was amazing. One of the big funnies on the EFAP yesterday was the fact that Mauler, Metal, Nick Diorio, Wolf, all of these guys got an upfront payment from their audiences to play mixtape, right? Upfront. Metal, he asked for $500. He said $500 and I'll play it. What does his chat do? Boom, there's $500. Now you're playing it. So the next time Mauler's streaming, they say, hey, Morley, Metal is going to play mixtape. He said, I'll do it for $500, and they smash the goal. Are you going to play mixtape? So Mauler's just like, well, if Metal got 500, then I'll double it. I'll only do it if I hit $1,000. What happens? People start throwing super chats at Mauler, and he goes past that $1,000. Mauler now has to play mixtape. Wolf, I'll do it for $200. Money starts flooding in. Whoa. I'll do it for $500 then. No, Mauler's in the chat. You've undersold yourself. So Wolf bumps it back up. $500. Audience, there's $500. You're playing mixtape, bitch. Nicholas Diorio, I think he did a grand again, something like that. His chat, no problem. There you go. Now you're playing mixtape as well. This fucking bell end. This guy. This guy did it for fucking free. Did it for fucking free. Hey, Az, will you play mixtape? Oh, okay. So this is discussed on the stream last night, right? And we all have a bit of a giggle. We all have a bit of a laugh. And then I'm just silent. I'm just silent for like 10 minutes, which is, you know, for me, it's a fucking lifetime. And I think it's Mauler just said, you're still seething about that, about the fact you didn't grift for the money for mixtape. And I was just like, yes, I am. I'm livid. I was burning fucking holes in my monitor with my eyes. Never again. Never again. It was Gary. It was Gary that said that. And he was right. He knew. He was just like, hey up. Hey up. Why is that fucking gobshite Brit not said anything for like 10 minutes? Why is that fucking big fat foul-mouthed bellend from Britain not said anything for 10 minutes? And he was right. I was stewing. I was just sat here stewing. What are you going to do about it? Eh? What are you going to do about it? How much to play mixtape again? Not all the tea in China could make me do that. Dude, I was getting PTSD in the stream yesterday, having to watch the Supercut. Because in the Supercut, we weren't just playing the game. We were seeing it from everybody's perspective. So you're reliving the same scene over and over and over again. Anyway, I was meant to be there for 3 hours. I ended up doing 6.5. Because it was a good time. It was a good time. It was a really fun time. Love those groups of people. No, not the blacks, you weirdos. Come on. Love those groups of people. So it was, you know, you start doing an EFAP and it just becomes a really fun time. And you're just like, I'm going to stick around. I got the footy on the other monitor. I've got the footy there. I don't have to go downstairs into my comfortable chair and scream like a fucking madman while having massive coronaries along the way. I'll sit here and, well, have a coronary about a fucking video game instead. Yeah, that is the way that I would prefer to go. You know? Nobody hears from me for like, oh, I don't know, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Nothing. Az has failed to turn up for his streams. No videos, nothing. What's going on? And then somebody comes round to the house, you know, they break in the door. It's a wellness check. We're breaking in the door. I don't want to be found dead on the sofa with the TV on. I mean, it's not a bad way, but I would rather be found dead in this chair with a video game on and me like, because I've got, you know, so mad about it. Broken pad in my hand, broken controller in my hand. Oh. He died doing what he loved. Getting fucking mad about shit. That's what, you know. Cock in my other hand, by the way. That's how I prefer to go. And then I'm not trying to be, by the way, I am not trying to be morbid because I hope that I have plenty more years on planet Earth. But I'm just saying, there comes a time, I'm over 50, I'm 51. There comes a time when you start thinking, if I was to pass away, how awkward could I make it for the people that find my body? Yeah? I'm not, you know, I'm kind of thinking about, you know, I need to be found naked, like, I don't know, balls deep inside of a fucking frozen chicken. Something that's gonna really fucking weird people out. What's going on? What's going on? Because you're kind of hoping that the rigor mortis will keep whatever's going on solid and in place, right? And frozen chicken on me knob covered in fucking strawberry jam. Something you kind of start thinking like that when you get to a certain age. How can I make this? How can I possibly make this as awkward for the ambulance people as possible? So you can't just be lying dead, lying on the floor in a room. Nah, you gotta get yourself in a really fucking weird. You gotta get in the shower and then climb onto the top and be like that. So at the top of the shower, you got a frozen chicken on your knob. You're covered in fucking strawberry jam. And you got the ambulance people like, how the fuck are we going to get this fat cunt down? How the fuck are we going to get this guy out the house? We're going to have to take that window out. Not trying to be morbid. I'm just planning ahead. I'm just planning ahead, What am I expecting? Oh, look, he died peacefully in his sleep in his bed. Oh, fuck off. It's not how I want to go. Not on the ambulance crews. You just put me on the fucking thing and then take me down the stairs and boom, I'm out the fuck off. I want to make you feel fucking awkward. I want the mortician when I come in for maybe they got to do a what's my jiggy on me post-mortem, because I'm so young and vibrant. There must be foul play involved. I want to be like on the fucking mortuary table with the dude just going, how the fuck am I going to get this frozen chicken off his knob? How the And can somebody bring me some bread for this goddamn jam he's got on? Yeah, just smeared in peanut butter and jam and stuff, With a couple of fucking fried eggs on my nipples. I was just like, wait, did he fry the eggs? Did he put the fried eggs on his nipples? Then he died? What happened here? What happened here? And then, because you're going, you're gone now. You've ascended this mortal plane. And again, I'm not trying to be morbid. I'm just planning ahead. I hope to have many, many more. But then you're just like, okay, right. So how can I piss off the girlfriend and the family? How can I make it even more awkward for them? How can I, at this moment where they're going to be gutted, they're going to be mortified that I've gone, how can I make this? Quickly. Right, I'm going to download fucking Grindr onto my fucking phone. And I'm going to make sure that the app's open and I've got fucking big black fucking dude. I'm going to be... You got something like that and just make sure that the phone's right next to you. And have the missus be like, what? Wait, what? Wait. And then you're there. I'm looking down from the pearly gates with St. Peter and we're going, high five. As stop pretending you don't already have it downloaded. Okay, look, in preparation. It's just downloading in preparation, okay? That's a great idea. Spinning bow tie on, just going around. Fucking jam. Peanut butter everywhere. Fucking... spinning around. Make sure that you've plugged it into the USB-C so the batteries haven't run out by time you found. Because you know the batteries ain't going to last for that long. All I'm saying is I'm planning ahead. All I'm saying is I've got ideas. I've got ideas, yeah? You know, what are you expecting? To pass away surrounded by family and loved ones? Get the fuck out of here. Let's make it fucking weird. Let's make it really fucking weird. Because you get there, you're outside the pearly gates. St. Peter's there, and St. Peter's just looking at you like, dude, really? Yeah, come on, man. We've got to have a bit of a laugh, eh? We've got to have a bit of a laugh, bit of a giggle now, haven't we? Eh? Fair enough. Yes, and all of this is because I'm pissed off that everyone else got paid for fucking mixtape but me. Boobies. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know, I hold a lot of resentment. You know, I hold a lot of resentment. I don't get it. Big ups, chat. Yeah, of course. Big ups, chat. Man. Big up. I am. See, I'm glad I don't have that light on today. I'm glad I don't have that light on today. Day 59. Day 59. 9. Day 59. No pop. Day 59. No energy drinks. Day 59. No takeaways. No whatever you call them, delivery services, whatever you call them, in whatever country you're in. Day 59. Day 1,200 and something of no alcohol. And yesterday I completed a 25, ended up being 25 because I needed to watch all of the England highlights again after the match as well, and the interviews and stuff. I finished a 25-hour fast yesterday as well. And then after I finished the 25-hour fast, the meal that I had was 2 chicken breasts. Oh, I said chicken. 2 chicken breasts and veg and a little knob of butter on top of the veg. And that is the only thing that I've had since. So, yeah, I'm an inspiration to gay men everywhere. You're damn right I am. You're damn right I am. Straight dudes. Not so. And that was the last thing that I had, and that was at 3 o'clock in the morning yesterday. Don't worry, I didn't even go to bed until 7 a.m., 8 a.m. No, 8 a.m. this morning. So I've had, what time did I get up? 12:30. So I've had 4.5 hours sleep. I'm fucking ready. I'm ready. I feel energetic. You might have gathered from 40 minutes of talking about fucking frozen chickens. Just trying to make it weird. Yeah, and I'm feeling good. So I don't know when I'm gonna eat next. I'm kind of thinking maybe after this is finished, I probably won't. We'll do Sunday Fun Day. Maybe after Sunday Fun Day, I'll eat a little something then. I don't know. Maybe go for another 24-hour fast or so. You know, I don't know. It's it's up in the air, as they say. But yeah, day 59. No, I'm not pushing it. I'm not doing anything that the body's not happy with. I'm not doing anything that the body's not happy with. Can't do any PBJs. No bread. No bread. Carbs at a minimum. High protein. Good fats. I don't feel like I'm starving myself. I don't feel weak. You know, I don't feel like I need to stuff my face. You know, none of that. In actual fact, after I finished the 25-hour fast, it's meant to be 24, but like I said, I had shit to watch first. After I finished the 25-hour fast and I made myself that meal, because the chicken breast to cook in the oven, they're what, 40 minutes? 40 minutes in the oven, you know? Oh yeah, after I'd like got the chicken breasts out, the vegetables, little knob of butter, after I ate that, I probably drank about as much here that I've drunk today, right? I probably drunk about that much of sparkling water. And you know, my stomach gave me that little bit of it. You know, your stomach gives you that little bit of, not pain, but it gives you that little bit of discomfort. I'm full. It's that notification that you're full. I'm full. Don't put anything else in me. I'm full. I actually got that. And it is Highland Spring. I love me some Highland Spring, by the way. And I couldn't finish the second chicken breast completely, so I cut it up and I fed it to Belle. And she was in cloud, you know, she was on cloud 9. She's getting this beautiful fresh chicken. So that was good. It felt good. So I felt full. Like I said, even though I've only had 4.5 hours sleep tonight due to my sleeping pattern being fucking all over the place, I feel energetic. You know, I could sit here and be like, I don't know. I could sit here and be like, hold on, the cameras. Hold on. I'm just trying to sort the sorry, I'm just trying so how was everybody's weekend? How was everybody's weekend? Yeah. Could have been like that. Wasn't like that. Full of beans. I'm full of beans. I feel like a lot of energy. Got a lot of energy. Feeling good. Ready to fucking rumble. I am ready to fuck a frozen chicken. Ready to fuck a frozen chicken at a moment's notice. Got a PayPal super chat has come in. We'll get to that when I get onto the supers. Thank you very much. What's the lotion on my desk for? I don't have any lotion on the desk. I don't have any lotion. Are you meaning this? This is the sparkling water. Right. I have a rule, right? There is none of that at the computer desk, right? None of that at the computer desk. It's not a difficult thing not to do. But apparently for some people, it's the camera was on. The camera was on the whole time. Never put yourself into a compromising position on the webcam. You know what I'm saying? That's for other places. That's for other places. When nature calls you, grab her answer. No, that's Dan. I understand we're men. We get the urge, but it doesn't take much to move into the bedroom. It doesn't take much to move into the room next to you. Oh, speaking of wanking at your computer desk, no, I'm not talking about DSP. Boobies. A couple of years ago, I know, relevant, hey? A couple of years ago, there was a new scam that was going around. Actually, hold on. I think I do have to adjust this a little bit. Just a fraction. There we go. There was a scam going around, right? And you get this email, and this email was just like, I've hacked into your webcam. I have hacked into your webcam, and I have seen you masturbate at your computer desk. I am going to release the footage unless you pay $500. I'm like, is that it? Is that those you still get those to this day? I haven't had one of those for a long time. Yeah, go on, release it. Fuck it. But I remember the first time I got that. Now, because I don't do any at the computer desk, you automatically know it's a scam. But I was thinking to myself, I'm not thinking about I'm being blackmailed because, like I said, I don't do it. So I knew this was a scam immediately. But even with that said, I was thinking to myself, what if I did? Like, imagine if you were a person that did sit at your computer desk and, say hello to Pamela Palm and her 5 lovely daughters. What if you did that and then you got that email? Would your ass fall out behind it? Would your ass literally fall out when you read that? Or would you be savvy enough to immediately connect it as a scam? It's legal. Now legalized adulthood's coming to smash the Take 2 goal. Supergirl hits $1 billion, Take 2. Let's have a look. Has Supergirl hit $1 billion? The answer is still no. So we're gonna have to reset it up again. We're gonna have to set it up again. We're gonna have to do Take 3. We're gonna have to do Take 3. Legalize adulthood. We'll get to you though, sir. We'll get to you when we get to the bits and pieces, mate. And thank you so much. Supergirl will hit $1 billion. Oh, take brackets. Let's bring the brackets in. Take 3. Boom. Boom. Started. So I'm going to start a poll then. I'm going to start a poll. If you were somebody that spanks it off at your computer desk and you got that email, if you got that in capital letters email and you did do the deed, would you... How do I phrase this? Would you release Don's Le Panties? Yes, no, let's see. Let's see. I'm talking initial reaction here, by the way. I'm talking initial reaction. Legalized Adulthood has also gifted 20. We'll get to you, sir. When we get to the super chat section, we'll get to you. But, dude, major thank you. Got to bring it up, though. Got to bring it up immediately, though. $100. $100. We'll get to the proper hundo. Okay, now that you're enjoying Simonson Thor, never did not enjoy it. It's time for you to get some Tom Baker Doctor Who under your belt. Lardass got rid of his P.O. box. That's me. So all we can do is pester you. Just start with season 1 bundle of sticks. It has been. Do you know what? Legalized Adult. It has been a long time. It has been a long time. So it is. It may be. I'll be honest with you, mate. It is really difficult. You might have closed the poll early. It's still ticking. It seems to be still ticking, dude. No, it's still ticking. It's still ticking. It's still working, dude. Don't worry. It's still working. But I'll tell you what, it's a Brute, by the way, Colehouse and Bruce, I'm going to get to you guys in a second. Not ignoring it, going to get to you guys in a second. I just find it really difficult for me to even watch any Doctor Who anymore. It's very difficult. Some lardass gave me wrench privileges. Well, that guy sounds like a fucking idiot. Whoever did that sounds like a freaking idiot. An idiot. Oh, it is hot. Keep hydrated. I'm sweating. That's why I've not got the light on today. I'm not adding to the heat in this room. And the sun has gone over the yard arm, so it's over kind of there right now. So it's not even. But this room bakes. This room bakes like a BBC TV program, probably about pedophiles. I don't know. Yes, that scam email. I remember, I think it's more than a couple of years ago. I think it's like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. I don't know. But I remember I got one and then I didn't get another one until, I don't know, maybe a year later, which then I just giggled about. But I've got to give them credit for being, for trying to use some ingenuity, you know? For trying to use a little bit of ingenuity in doing what they do. A DSP would have fallen for that email because DSP would be like, oh, my camera was on. No, in actual fact, DSP would just be like, got caught once. No, but it would be fun to respond to say, do it. I don't care. Do it. Release the footage. But then you're confirming your email's correct. So now they know they've got a correct email and you'll get all the fucking scams and the spams and everything. So you never respond. You never respond to those types of things. I am amazed at how many people. I am amazed at how many people are saying that, yeah, I probably would have shot myself if I got that email. 42%. Yeah. I probably wouldn't like, oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh well. Hey, you see that guy there, Bruticus? Why is he just hanging out there? Why isn't he in the Decepticon cabinet downstairs? It's because he's missing a leg. He's legless. He's missing a leg. He's missing Brawl. We got Swindle, that leg. We got Blast Off. We got Onslaught. And we got Vortex. But he's missing a leg. Not no more. Not no more. There's the TF Con, the Transformers Con in Toronto, Canada. Right now. Bruce, who's in pretty much every single stream that I do. So hail Bruce. Kohlhauser, moderator on the channel now. Done a couple of streams with him. Talking toys, talking Transformers. Both of them went to the con. They found me a Brawl. And they got it for me. That is about 18 inches, 19 inches tall. It's about 19 inches tall. So that'll get shipped over at some point, and then boom. I don't have to go scouring around because incoming leg. Woof. Then that can take over from my Ocular Max Bruticus, which is in the cabinet. The Ocular Max Bruticus is legend scale. It's not masterpiece scale. So it's much smaller comparative to my Menasor and my Devastator, as we've seen. If you saw the pickies, I constructed my fans. We're in the toy section of the stream now. I constructed my fans. We'll get to Supergirl. Don't worry. Don't worry. I've got all the time in the fucking world for that cow. I put together the Fans Toys Devastator. There's 5 parts released. We're still waiting for the final part. And the final part isn't even out on pre-order yet, which pisses me off. It's not even out for pre-order. We just need one fucking part. Anyway. I sing Fans Toys praises. I think they're the best third-party Transformer maker on the marketplace. I 100% stick to that. But my fucking goodness. My goodness. Putting Devastator together was a fucking nightmare. A nightmare of epic proportions. Now, the legs, no fucking problem. No problem at all. The legs, easy to transform, bish, bash, bosh. The arm, no problem. A little bit stiff in the crotch. See what I did there? Do you see what I did there? See what I did there? A little bit stiff in the crotch, but the arm, fantastic. No problem. No problem. The 2 chest pieces. The top section, not too bad. The top section, not too bad. But the bottom section, the bottom section of the chest. Absolutely horrendous. Horrendous. It was a nightmare. So I've got 5 Constructicons that I'm putting together. I'm transforming them from robot form to vehicle form, because from vehicle form, you can easily transform it into the Devastator part. Apart from Scrapper, I believe. Hold on. I want to make sure. I want to make sure that I got it right. Is it yes, no. Scavenger, not Scrapper, Scavenger. Scavenger, you can easily transform from robot into the arm. Yeah, Scrapper's the right leg, Scavenger's the right arm. So that you could just transform from the robot into the arm, no real problem. Like I said, bit of a stiff crotch. But once I got past the stiff crotch, easy as pie. Even putting the hand on, easy as pie. But fucking long haul. Five of them. 5 fucking hours to put this together. 5 hours to put this together. Most of it on fucking long haul. Most of it on long haul. It was, and there's a whole section that has been constructed incorrectly. The back of long haul, when it's being transformed into the lower body, there is a whole section that this is, they have put these on incorrectly. And so it can't fit in properly. The only way that you can make it fit is you got to cut them off. You got to cut them off. So I had to cut the fucking things off to be able to get long haul on. And I thought, is it me going crazy? And I went through multiple videos. So many people had the same problem. So many people had the same problem. There were a couple of people that had theirs correct. There was plenty of others that didn't. They put it on incorrectly. And they were just like, where's the QA? Where's the QA? Now, does it look good? Hey, Duty, I see you. We'll get to you when we get to the soups, Duty, but I see you. Don't you think I don't? Because I do. I do. And it's what I do that defines me. But, babies, it does look fucking spectacular. Look at that. Look at this beauty. This is another issue as well. This is another issue is the waist. A lot of people having issues not being able to get the waist to like really connect here. But it does look gorgeous though. Oh, Oh. So I'm just desperate for the final part to come in. Boom. Devastator sorted. Devastator sorted. A Chihuahua. No, it was annoying to put together. It was, like I said, it was horrendous to put together, mostly because of the interconnecting chess pieces was a nightmare, absolute nightmare. The arms, the legs, fine, but the interconnecting chess pieces were a nightmare. But it looks delicious. It looks absolutely delicious. I don't imagine the other arm, touch wood, I don't imagine the other arm is going to be a difficult thing, and it's ready to attach on the other side as well. So that would just be a quick transform to robot, transform to arm, or it could just go straight from robot to arm. On it goes, done. And I imagine Devastator's big gun, ladies, will come with the final part. So I want to give a huge shout out to Bruce and Colhauser for managing to sort me the final leg for Bruticus, which is weird noises outside the house, which is the same height, masterpiece scale. So it's pretty much the same height as Menasor. Oh, you can't see because I closed it down. Pretty much the same height as Menasor and Devastator. So it's going to look proper. It's going to look proper, innit? Whew. I'd watch that. Chris Gore with a very out of the... I'd watch that, though. I just put a tweet out that Haaland is a class act. Ad watching. I replied ad watching, not ad watch. Ad watching. What am I fucking ad watching? What's that even mean? Me. What does that mean? Delete. Quick. Now let's try a proper response. Ad watch. So I just tweeted out Haaland, class act. Chris Gore replies with, I want a Saturday morning cartoon show with Haaland globe trotting around the world, solving baffling crimes with a pet badger and Mr. T. I'd watch that. I would watch the shit out of that. I was quartering maxing. Yeah. I'd watch the shit out of that show. What should we do? Should we do super chats and then Supergirl, or should we do Supergirl then super chats? Which would you put? Which one do you want? Let's end the poll. There's chat. I've got your deviants. I say that with love, but it's now up to 44%. If you got an email saying that we've recorded you whacking it off on your computer desk, you would actually shit yourself. Okay. Baby. Supergirl. Okay. Supergirl, then super chats. Okay. Let's do Supergirl, then super chats. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a very, very bad week for Supergirl. Some might say it's been a little bit of a tragic weekend for Supergirl. Now, if you were here last week and we looked at the box office, and it gave a prediction, because the Sunday box office is a predictive amount. The Saturday and the Sunday. And then the Monday the totals have all been tallied in, and they can give a very specific number. So adjustments are made. Somebody asked on social media, like, how does a box office go down? So I had to explain that when it's reported at the weekend, it is a prediction based on good evidence, good data, but it is a prediction and it is subject to. Anyway, so last week we saw that Supergirl had hit $100,500,000. Okay, it had just. I thought it was going to do between 110 and 115 million, but it just, and this is even with the international for the weekend, it just squeaked past 100 million. However, and this is last week, we're not even getting to the horror show of this week. However, they predicted that the Sunday was going to be 3.4 million. And I said on the stream yesterday, I think this is way too high. Because that was in line with the Friday, and the Sunday is the worst performing day of the weekend. So to have the prediction to be on par with the Friday, to me, didn't make no sense. Didn't make no sense. So I said, I think that Sunday is going to be adjusted down. Now then, the adjustments were made on Monday. If you saw Monday's video. My mic is popping every now and again. Let me just check the... Tell you what I'm going to do. Unplug it and plug it back in again. Oh, okay. Right. I unplugged it. Would you muted? Mute as it's muted. Hi. Hello, Mr. fucking retard. When you unplug something, what the fuck do you think happens? Huh? When I said I'm gonna unplug it, what the fuck do you think happens? It's fine now. Thank you. It's this Road Podcaster 2. It's on its way out. It's on its way out. It's now not muted as. Thank you. I have to turn it off and on constantly to get it to back. Anyway. So anywho, the Monday box office comes in. The Monday box office comes in, and good news for Supergirl. Good news. Good news. The Saturday is adjusted up. It's adjusted up. More money. Oh, wait. There's some bad news. The Sunday was adjusted down. and it was adjusted down by $1 million. And so Supergirl, when all the adjustments were in place, fell back below 100 million and ended the week on a worldwide of 99,975,000. It couldn't even get that extra 25,000 to take it over 100 million. And so we laughed. But sad story. Well, you think it's going to be a sad story. Supergirl ended up weekend to weekend going down 77%. Massive, monumental number. Emphasis on mental. Huge. And without giving it away, as you know, I say the royal we, myself, and some others as well, we initially started to compare Supergirl with The Flash and the Marvels. Well, as you know, The Flash, it failed way better than Supergirl, so we couldn't use The Flash as an example because that ended on 270 something million, and Supergirl had no chance. So we could only start referring to it by comparing it to the Marvels. But the Marvels, which ended on 206 million worldwide, it was too high. There wasn't a chance in hell that Supergirl was going to hit 200 million. So we couldn't even use the Marvels as a comparison. So we had to go to Morbius. We had to go to Morbius, which ended on 163 million worldwide. Well, folks, the bad news is when you've had a 77% drop, then it's very difficult to have another significant drop because you've dropped so low that it kind of then drops by 40 something percent because, you know, that's the bad news. The good news is that Supergirl subverted those expectations and its ass fell out this week. So I'm just going to refresh just in case the numbers have come in. No. So let's just show you guys and gals what happened to Supergirl during the week, and then we'll compare it to Morbius, okay? But spoiler alert, Morbius is doing too good. Supergirl isn't going to come close to Morbius. So let's just have a look. So Supergirl dropped to 4th because Minions and Toy Story, Minions and Monsters and Young Frankenstein came out, knocking it from the 2nd spot down to the 3rd spot, down to the 4th spot. And then the Monday comes in at 1.1 million, down 61% on the previous Monday. 61%. You have nowhere to go. How can you lose another? Anyway, Tuesday, 1.7 million, down 60% on the previous. This is insanity. The Wednesday were admittedly big drop the previous week. 1.1 down 44% from the previous Wednesday. The Thursday, 866,000, averaging $240 a theater, and it dropped to fifth. Wait a minute. It dropped to fifth. How did it? This here is the domestic, not the worldwide. This here that we're looking at now is just the domestic, as you can see, because these end in the 60s. The worldwide is before at the end of this weekend, the worldwide was 99.9 million. The domestic was 57.5. So what happened? How did it go down another place? What beat it? What went ahead? Was there a new film that came out on Wednesday? I mean, Minions and Monsters came out on a Wednesday. Was there another brand new movie that came in? No, it was Obsession. It was Obsession that overtook Supergirl. Obsession came in and beat Supergirl. Let's just have a look at Obsession's details. By the way, Obsession, 409 million worldwide right now. So we have to go down to the 50s. We have to go down to day 56. Day 56. Here we day 56. This is July. Oh, its figures are already in for the weekend, by the way. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah. So the Thursday, this ended up fourth. Now, the reason why this has got a dash next to it is because for some reason they didn't report the Toy Story 5 numbers. So because they didn't report this Toy Story 5 numbers on that day, it threw things a little bit out of whack. But Toy Story 5 is higher than all of them. In actual fact, when it did finally get reported, Toy Story 5 came in second. Minions and Monsters went above it. So it's number one, Minions and Monsters, number two. Anyway. So you can see that Obsession, and by the way, this was the first time it took to day 56 for Obsession to take less than $1 million on a day. It took 56 days. 56 for Obsession to not take more than $1 million. Every single day otherwise. Over $1 million. Oh, but and then some. But Obsession, which was in 1,000. By the way, we haven't even got to the good news yet. So Obsession, which was in 1,000 fewer theaters. 1,000 fewer theaters. 2,600 versus Supergirl's 3,600. Beat Supergirl. Then on the Friday, 2 new movies came out. And something else happened as well. 2 new movies came out, plus another movie was granted a lot more theaters. We'll get to that in a second. So Obsession Does 1.2 million. Still doing great. Drops down to 7th. But it still beat Supergirl, which dropped to 8th. 8th. After 15 days. Supergirl has been out for just 2 weeks. Just 2 weeks. So there are a couple of new movies. There was the Evil Dead movie. And what was the other new movie that came? I'm trying to see. It's not reported yet. There was another movie. But there was also a massive change in another film. And this is a weird one. Moana, yeah, Moana live action. So let me go to this one. Now, chat, I'm sorry if any of you have eaten right now. I didn't mean to subject you to the word Seth Rogen. Possibly one of the most detestable people on planet Earth. But a film called The Invite. We'll get to the full total. We'll get to the full total in a minute. The story's not over, guys. The story. Guys. The story's not over. Okay, the story's not over. We'll get there. So there's this film called The Invite, and it's released exactly the same day that Supergirl did. Exactly the same day that Supergirl did. But when it released, it released in 7 theaters. And then the week after, it was bumped up to 28 theaters. But then on Friday, they bumped it up to 1.6 thousand theaters. And it took 2.4 million because of it, which moved it from the 10th spot to the 5th spot and pushed Supergirl, which now had 1,000 less theaters, but 1,000 more theaters than The Invite, down to 8th spot. And yes, I agree. If Seth Rogen invited me to anything, I would decline the invite. Boo. I can't. He's an odious man. So this film gets a boost in theaters, overtakes Supergirl. So what position is Supergirl in now? Well, let's just have a look. Now, we haven't had the Saturday and Sunday numbers, and the international hasn't been updated. You can see the sweat glistening off the top of my... Anyway. So at this moment in time, Supergirl is standing at... I love the way that it just always just misses. 109.9 million worldwide. So we got the Saturday and Sunday to add, and we've got the international to add. Fredericks, there isn't a 300 million goal for this film. There isn't a 300 million goal. This had a budget of 170 million at least. It's higher, right? But they're saying it's 170. So we play their game, right? Because if we play their game, it still works. But it's more, and it'll come out. But they say that the production budget is 170 million. They're also claiming that the marketing was 125 million. So 170 plus 125, 295. Domestic theaters take about 55%. International theaters take 40%. China takes 25, they take 25%. So we just as a rule say that times it by 2, by 50%, just to kind of round it up. So 295 times 2 that's how much it needs to make to break even. So we're talking insanity numbers, because you gotta earn, because of the 50% cut, you got to earn twice as much to get your money back. So if your production budget's 170, to just get the production budget back, it has to hit 340. But then your marketing is 125. And to get your marketing back, you got to double it, because you only get a 50% cut. So that 125 becomes 250. So then you get 340 plus 250. And I was saying that it's probably got about 70 million budget, marketing budget. But no, 125. They're reporting 120. And when I say they, I'm talking like your varieties and stuff like that, 125. This film has got to hit nearly 600 fucking million to break even. And don't be fucking falling for all this. Well, what about the marketing deals that they've got? It's worth hundreds and hundreds of millions. It's fuck off. Number one, every film has advertising. Every film. You see a Bond film come out, you see all the Aston Martin adverts, the Omega adverts, the fucking this, that, and the other. Every film has a lot of this. So this film, by the looks of it, is going to lose, because you can only lose so much money. You can't lose any more than you put in. But if they by playing their game, put in 170 plus 125, 295, if they put in 295 million, that's how much this film is going to fucking lose. Because if you take 110 million off nearly 600 million, it doesn't come to 290. So they're losing everything on this film. They're going to lose the whole production budget. They're going to lose the whole marketing budget. It'll make all of its money back in VOD. There's another little bit of news. Nobody's even pirating this film. This film isn't even being pirated. Truth, justice, whatever. And if people can't even be bothered
What about tax rebates? Well, when the tax rebates come out, that's going to tell us what the proper production budget in, and that's where we're going to find out that they put way more money than they said. Because that 170 will turn into like 220, 240, maybe more million. Like it always does. So yeah, we're more than happy for them to report the tax rebate, because the tax rebate will tell us what the actual true production budget was. And I think it's over 200 million. I think it's over 200. And it was funny because a few years ago, when No Time to Die, the James Bond film, was on the shelf because of COVID, so they couldn't release it. They didn't want to release it during COVID. All the mainstream outlets, which cry ignorance when it comes to the box office. Supergirl's over $100 million. It's made half of its production budget back already. All of those type of people, they were reporting, well, this is actually going to be very expensive putting it onto the shelf, because all the investors' money, which has gone into the production budgets, because that's, you get your production budget through investor money. A lot of investor money. All the compound interest on top of that is going to be a fortune. Because by the sounds of it, it must be high interest because of the turnover of the film. And then, of course, once the film starts hitting and generating money and they pay back the investor loans, so that cuts off the high interest because they pay. So they were talking about all of this kind of stuff, the interest on top of all the loans that were given to make the film, blah, blah, blah. And they said the Bond film, because of it being on the shelf, because of its high production budget, because of all of the interest on the loans for the film, this has to hit 900 million to break even. And that didn't look like it was going to be possible, because No Time to Die is dog shit. But through some miracle, it managed to hit about 950 million at the box office. So it managed to eke out a little tinsy-wincy bit of profit. And they'll be happy with that, considering how long it was on the shelf. But we never hear that anymore. We never hear that anymore. All we hear about is misreporting on the box office, misreporting on the production budgets, misreporting how much it needs to make to break even. And it's running defense. But they can't stop the truth. They can lie to the blue in the face, but that doesn't change the actual truth. The truth, justice, whatever. Well, they're not false advertising. Well, they are false advertising. It's not advertising, but they do. There isn't illegal to misreport to the press what your production budget in. There's nothing illegal about that. It's not illegal. But when the actual tax report comes out, then we get to see what the true budget was. So when, like, Marvel, as a rule of thumb, tend to talk about our film's 220 million, let's say 250 million, 250 million budget, okay? But when the tax reports come out, then we find out that the production, like with, let's say, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, we find out that the production budget is actually 400 million odd. But they reported it at 225, but it's actually 400 and something. because the tax reports show us exactly what tax break they got based on the actual production budget. But a lot of it is to calm expectations of what the movie needs to make to break even. So when they do that, there we go. So that's what that's meant to do. No, the 400 did not include marketing. That was production only. So when you add the marketing on, or I think after the tax break, it went down to 300. It actually went down to like 325 or something. So it was actually like 325, but it was over 400 before the tax break. The tax break took it down to like 325, then the marketing. So ultimately, Multiverse of Madness may or may not have just eked out a profit. May or may not. Of course it is. Absolutely ridiculous. Same with Deadpool. Deadpool and Wolverine, a film which I thoroughly enjoyed, but that was said the production budget is $250 million. But when the reports came in, the production budget was over $500 million. So that hey, Soskers. I say Deadpool and the Soskers suddenly wake up. So that 1.3 billion that it did at the box office, which looked amazing, looked like it brought in a stack of profit. Deadpool Wolverine probably only made about 150 to 200 million profit, which is crazy. And then, good morning to you, ladies. And then look at Doomsday, which, by the way, I think is going to be shite. Doomsday is going to be over 500 million on its production budget. Never mind the marketing, and that's going to be massive. There's probably going to be at least 200 million pumped into marketing, at least. I'm being, I think, so generous with 200 million. It's going to be over 500 million production budget, plus your marketing, so it's 700. This thing needs to hit at least 1.4 billion to break even. At least. And like I said, I think I'm being very generous on the marketing. So I think that 1.4 is actually lowballing it. I got to feel, I've said this from day one. I stand by it. I got a feeling that Spider-Man Brand New Day is going to do more than Doomsday. Because I think Doomsday is going to have a massive opening. But I think that film's going to be dog shit. And I think that's going to have a huge drop off. Oh, the promo art was garbage. Garbage. It looked like it just fucking plonked a bunch of images into Photoshop. And I'm talking about Photoshop Elements 12 from 2012. So yeah, box office is a fun place right now. And I'm going to keep my eye on what Supergirl's going to do this weekend. But I reckon Saturday, it's probably going to take, I'm going to predict that on the Saturday, it does 1.4. I'm going to say on the Saturday, it does 1.4 million. And on the Sunday, it does 1 million. So I think on the domestic, there's probably going to be just rounding up, 2.5 million added, which would take it to 112.5 plus, because the story's not quite over, plus Whatever comes in internationally, which I'm going to say is let's give it 10 internationally, we'll take it to around about, I don't know, I think that's way too high. Let's say 6. Let's say 6 internationally. It's going to take it to round about 118 to 120 million worldwide. Okay? That's my prediction based off the data that I've got in front of me. As I said, because this story isn't over, as I said, Morbius did 163 million worldwide. Supergirl's it's not getting anywhere close to 163. Ladies and gentlemen, Morbius has been removed from the comparison table on the grounds that it's too high. It's too high. No, you can't lose any more than the money that you put into the film. So they can't lose more than the production budget plus the marketing, but that in itself is near 300 million, according to them. So it's probably good. It's down like 300 million because it needs to make like another 100 million to even chip into that number, which it's not going to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a brand new comparison for Supergirl. And that comparison is Blue Beetle. Yes. Yes, everybody. Blue Beetle, one of the worst films I've ever seen in my life. Blue Beetle, which made just short of 131 million worldwide, is now the benchmark for Supergirl. Can Supergirl beat Blue Beetle? Well, I'll tell you right now, it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a toughie. Blue Beetle did 72.5 million domestic. It did 58.3 internationally. Currently, Supergirl is at 63.5. So Supergirl still needs to make another 8.5 million domestically to match that. And then it's currently at 46.4 internationally, and it's got to hit 58.3. That might now this right, okay, Vince, you're stepping on my punchlines, dude. You're stepping on my punchlines. This isn't even adjusting for inflation. This isn't even adjusting for inflation. And I am an inflation bro. So I got to do something right now. I got to go to the inflation calculator. Inflation calculator, US. So if Blue Beetle 2023 made 100, let's just round up because it's 100. Well, no, let's be as exact as possible. 130,800. What would it be in 2026? It would be just short of $144 million. Supergirl ain't getting to $144 million. It's not getting to 144. So we, even without adjusting for inflation, it might not even beat Blue Beetle. Do Madam Web. Let me have a look. Madame Web. I think that was much lower. Yeah. Madame Web only made 100 million worldwide. And that was 2024, believe it or not. I know it seems like a lifetime ago, but Madame Web was 2024 and it only made 100 million worldwide. So Supergirl's already ahead of that. And if I adjust for inflation, it's probably not even going to get there either. But I'll do it. I'll do it because it's fun to play games, especially in the bedroom. It's fun to play games. It did 100,000. It did 100,000, 100,300,000. Bloody hell. Germaxing here. Fucking Germaxing. That would take it to 107 million. So Supergirl is ahead of Madame Web. I feel like tweeting out, congratulations to Supergirl that has just passed Madame Web at the box office. I saw Madame Web. It was terrible. I never saw Morbius. I have no intention of ever seeing Morbius. I unfortunately did see The Marvels. But The Marvels, look, to me, The Marvels is a better film than Supergirl. I'll die on that hill. I'll fucking die on that hill. It's a terrible film. It's utter garbage. But I think I would at least... It's so difficult to try and defend. Hold on, chat. I need to do something real quick. If I could just do that, then just do this. Okay, right. Let's just blast the face off with that. That's beautiful. Oh, that felt good. Oh, I feel like a new man. I feel like a new man. Right. Now I'm gonna keep my eye on Supergirl to see if the numbers come in as I'm going through the super chats. But oh man, blast my tits off. Isn't that a Prodigy song? No, that's Smack My Bitch Up. Sorry, my bad. My bad, Shoddy. I think Obsession is going to beat Supergirl again at this weekend. Boobies. Let's get into some supery dooperies, peepees. Before we do, I want you to know, and I'm being hand on heart as honest as I legitimately can be. I'm not in any way, when I say this, I'm not in any way trying to be hyperbolic. I'm not trying to pander. I'm not trying to be disingenuous. I'm not trying to lie by omission. Any of those things. I hand on heart, and being as upfront and legitimate as is even possible. I'm so fucking happy this dog shit is failing. It brings me immense pleasure, immense joy. It brightens up my day. I see this, I fucking laugh. I am in a better place in everything in life. Because I do love to see utter dog shit fail. And I mean that from the bottom of my joyful, gleeful heart. And I'll just say just a little bit more. I want to see more of this happen. I want to see more. I want it all to fucking burn. Whether it's a movie, a TV show, a video game, I don't care. I want it all to fucking burn. Every single thing that is not made with the right intention for their target audience, I want you to fucking die and burn. And if it takes down your company, your employees, I don't care. Good. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of our fandoms. Get the fuck out of genre and fucking sweep streets for the rest of your fucking miserable life. And I mean that. I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. Cross my heart, hope to die. I mean that. Right, let's get into some super chats. But just to us nerds, I would rather have nothing than shit. I don't need to see, for example, Transformers. Big Transformers fan, big critique of the films. I don't need to see what I love on the screen if it's shit. I would rather have nothing. I'd rather have nothing until somebody comes along with the right intention and says, do you know what? I legitimately want to make something that the fan base will gravitate towards. I would rather have that and be patient, or just have nothing at all, than dog shit. I don't need to have DC at the cinema purely because I prefer DC over Marvel. If the DC is going to be piss. There's a reason why the phrase less is more is so relevant. There's a reason why quality over quantity is another well-known saying across the ages. But when a studio, and by the way, as soon as a studio gets hold of genre, it's over. It's already over because they don't care. They don't care about the fans. They don't care about the canon, the lore, the history. They just care about where can we make a dime? By the way, I found this little chestnut. Just look at this. Look. Found that little chestnut in one of my bags. That's the minifigure. Anyway. I want to see fun. I want to see masculine men. I want to see kick-ass women that are likable. Not bitches that don't have to pull down the man to try and elevate themselves because they have no character. I love seeing women on the screen when they're legitimately kick-ass, when they're legitimately fun. But I want my masculinity back. I want my selflessness back. I want my heroicism back. I want my aspirational content back. And I would rather have nothing if you cannot provide those for me. I'd rather have nothing than dog shit. I'm just trying to see if this weekend's gets not yet. Okay. All right, Brass Monkey with a 5 gifted. Brass Monkey, thank you, dude. Oh, don't worry, I didn't forget your salute. Boobies. Big PD with a gifted as well. Big PD, thank you, man. Mike Oxlong has been a member for 23. Mike, thank you. And B1 gifting 5 memberships to the stream as well. Thank you. And then Mike Oxlong with a $10 says, congrats on your soccer win, as fucking football. Guess you Brits just needed 250 years of prep to finally win in America. But it's all right. I'll still microwave. Fucking moving on. Moving on from that. What the fuck is that? Steve, Newcastle Football Club liking it, you know? With a £5 says, Batman, blue and grey, hot toy, turned up on Monday. I love it. But I fear it started a new habit of getting hot toys. Hope you're well, as looking great. Oh, you know, I'm doing well. Like I said, day 59. Day 59. Tomorrow's going to be day 60. What? Remember day 3, guys? Remember day 3? Well, tomorrow is day 60. And I said then, thank you, Steve. I said then, and I'll say it again. When I did this first time around, and I was on 200 and something days, no pop, 200 and something days, no alcohol, 200 and something days, no energy drinks, 100 and something days, no fast food. And I had people saying to me, and there were a few, how do you get to day fucking 250, dude? And I said then, and I said it when I'm going for round 2. To get to day 250, you've got to start with day 1. You've got to start with day 1. And make day 1, day 2, and then make day 2, day 3. It's the only way to do it. It's the only way that you can get there. But you've got to start at day 1. And I know that sounds like the most obvious thing, but it's not just a physical thing. It's a mental thing. You got to start not just day 1 in reality, but you got to start day 1 here as well. And I, you know, I went off and did great numbers, but then I fell for the trap. I've got control of all of this now. Well, guess what? I didn't. I did not. I thought I did. I didn't. But this is day 59. This is round 2. And at least now I have the experience of that failure. And so at least now I have the knowledge that you can think you've got all control over it, but you don't. You clearly don't. So this time around, we don't. We don't say, well, guess what? I'm controlling this now. I'm going to do a takeaway. I'm going to do a energy drink, a fizzy pop. Nah. No. This time we don't fall into the trap. We don't get lulled into a false sense of security. This time around, we're making it happen. But to get to that 250, 300 plus, I had to start back at day 1. And now we're on day 59. And tomorrow's going to be day 60. And there's fewer days to day 100 than there is to back down to day 1 again. So you take your little victories along the way. Take your little victories, but use them to spur you on. Use them to fortify you. There's more steps. There's a lot more steps that I have to take on this journey, but I'm looking to start to take them. I'm already prepared to start to take them. I just got to stop being a pussy. I just got to stop being a pussy. I can stop being a pussy. I can do that. And I'll get it proved to you. Tune in next Sunday. I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to prove it to you with evidence. With evidence. You can give advice. You can give advice to people all day, every day, but you can't. Again, another saying: you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. All of this has to be on you. You can't do this for anybody else but yourself. And even if you got family and loved ones and all that stuff, of course you want to be as best you can so you can spend as much time in life as you can with your family and your loved ones. Of course, I get that. But at the end, when it boils down to everything, you can only do this for yourself. Because the other stuff, that ain't going to carry you all the way through. You will stumble. But if you believe in yourself, if you want to do this change for yourself, if you want to go down that path, that route, you've got to do it for yourself first. This is one of those selfish things which is legit. Excuses are like assholes. We all have them, and they all fucking stink. And I've made 1 billion excuses. But we're 59 days in to no excuses. And I intend to carry on as far as God will let me. So thank you, Stephen. Appreciate you, dude. I took you down because obviously I don't want to block this beautiful face. People need to see this beautiful face. They need to see that. It's gorgeous. By the way, YouTube has crashed 3 times today. Just want to say. Lego Man with a membership for 16 says, as the mixtape EFAP was brilliant, had me in stitches. It was great. It was great. I had a lot of fun. As I said, I was only meant to be on for 3 hours, but I ended up doing 6.5. So yeah, I was having a great time. I could have the football on the other monitor and do the mix, and it was such laughs. It was such laughs. Let's jump to the PayPal side. We got WG with a £30. Woo! Thank you. Long-time member of the Shadows here. Keep it up, no homo. With the great work on day 59. Did you catch the ITV footy interviews last night? Felt like the mainstream media were trying to shit stir, almost as if they want England to lose. I did. And look, I understand what Tuchel was trying to say. I understand from a managerial point of view that he wasn't happy with the the performance. Like, England weren't great yesterday. They rode their luck for sure. And Norway, if you're Norwegian, I'm not trying to shit on you guys at all, because I got a lot of time for Norway. Got a lot of time for that team. I think you've got an amazing fan base. I love the interaction. I love the fucking drum. You know, we've got a Norwegian. We got, you know, Strad Larsen, Crystal Palace. He came on. Norway wasted some very good chances. And if they'd had a little bit more luck and those chances had gone in, it would be them in the semis versus Argentina. Last week, I talked about Harry Kane is the only world-class player in the England team. And somebody said, well, what about Bellingham? And I was just like, I think he's good, but I don't think he's world-class. That was last Sunday. Since then, Bellingham has gone, fuck you to me. Fuck you, you fat fucking bald cunt. And Bellingham in the last two matches was sensational. And Harry Kane has been very muted the last couple of matches. So I understand the manager saying that he's not happy with the performance. Is he happy with the result? Yes. When he's talking about the mentality of the team, yes, the mentality is amazing. They came through. But as a manager, he's got to look at it critically. Was that a good performance? No. Where can we be better? Here. He made some great substitutions, I think, at halftime. And rightfully so, by the way. So I get where he's coming from as a manager. Bellingham, of course, when he was interviewed, was on a massive high, scored 2 great goals, got us through to the semi-finals, and then he got baited by a question that was phrased, I think, very harshly by the interviewer, and Bellingham went, whatever. I've got no problem with what the manager said. I've got no problem with what Bellingham said. I do think that the interviewer tried to bait Bellingham. But when they get back in the changing rooms and when the conversations start to happen, and today, because they're going to go through the match all together. They're going to watch the match together, and Tuchel's going to go through mistakes, where to tighten things up. They understand the process. There isn't going to be any crybaby feelings here by any of the players. They're going to understand what the job is. They're going to understand what they need to do. But yeah, I do think that the interviewer tried to bait Bellingham. He tried to bait Tuchel, and it didn't work. It didn't work. They got a couple of nice sound bites for the camera, but behind the scenes, ain't going to work. England need to improve if they're to beat Argentina. It's as simple as that. Argentina have scrapped their way, just like England have. They've scrapped their way to where they are. But the difference is Argentina are multiple world champions and they're current world champions. That's a whole different mentality. Last time England won the World Cup, the only time England won the World Cup, I wasn't even born, and I'm 51. It's been 60 years. So Argentina are going to be mentally more stronger than England. So England need to improve. They need to improve their performance. So neither of them were incorrect. But if England play against Argentina on Wednesday, the way that they played against Norway, Argentina are going to spank them. They're going to score, and they're going to just control the game. So yeah, England absolutely need to improve. Does that mean that I'm not absolutely thrilled? No, I'm absolutely over the moon. I didn't think we'd get to the semis. I didn't think we'd get to the quarters, to be honest with you. I thought we'd be knocked out in the last 16. So England are scrapping, and they've had some great luck. And you never know. But I'm fully behind England on Wednesday. But yeah, they have to improve. They have to improve. Because if France do Spain over, which I think they will do, France are looking scary. They're looking fucking scary, man. And then also, we got WG with another power segment. My chat name is Beelzebub, in case it uses my full name. Yeah, it uses your full name. That's why I've initialized it. So Beelzebub, thank you, dude. As appreciate that on the PayPal side. Just quick check to see if Supergirl numbers have updated. Nope, not yet. Woof. Mike Steele, the $2 says AJ also owns enough pew-pews to take over Reno. Probably. But it's okay. It's rules for thee and not for me, mate. That's the liberal way. That's the progressive way. We'll tell you how to live, but we won't actually follow that out. Anyway. Blue Sum with a $10 says, hey ads, glad I finally get to catch you live. Love your stuff, buddy. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Cole Hauser with a 2 Canadian says, good morning, Asma, brother. Good morning to you too. And again, big thank you to Bruce and Cole Hauser for finding my missing leg for Bruticus. Yeah, boy. Sorry, I've just seen the thumbnail for today's Sunday Fun Day. New game today, guys. New game today. Funny thumbnail. Funny thumbnail. Kurgan with a £5 says, I spent 21 years working in a fridge. This weather is fucking murder. Might go and stick my head in the freezer. Well, I mean, when I go downstairs after this stream, I'm literally going to turn the cold tap on in the kitchen. I'm just going to pour it all over me, all over my t-shirt, whatever. It doesn't matter, because it's going to dry in a couple of minutes. All going to be dry in a couple of minutes. Lars Fillmore with his 15,000 ISKs. What is actually ISK? Icelandic. Iceland. Oh, man. Oh, dude. I've still got fucking flashbacks from you guys knocking us out of the European. Woo! I still have nightmares about that, dude. Mixtape payback, approximately $120. Yeah, as I said, it works out to about 80, 88, 89 UK pounds. Thank you for your sacrifice. Really enjoyed the show yesterday. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Brocky Man has become a member. Brocky Man, thank you as well. Mike Steele with a $5 says, I forgot. Did you play that stupid woke bus game? Maybe you could griff for that. Bus game? I don't know what the one you're talking about. Are you talking about we are, what is it called? We are Dustborn. You talking about Dustborn? I did a stream of that. I couldn't even bring myself. I couldn't even bring myself to do anymore. Go North. Go North isn't out yet, I believe. I don't think it's out yet. But I bet you Go North's just shit. I don't think it's even going to be funny shit. I think it's just going to be shit. Brocky Man with a $5 says, you have to be on FNT for the Odyssey review. Need someone to knock Nolan's unit out of Jeremy's mouth. I am not the guest on FNT this week. I think they got Metatron. I think they got Metatron lined up for this week. There you go. That's better. That's much better. Desroma with a 16 month says, do you know what the best remedy for a heat wave is? A nice warm cup of Get him out. Mods, get him banned. Get him out. Get him out of the chat. Ban him. I want him banned. Get him out. George Andari with a 10 Australian says, looks at Cyberpunk Edgerunner's skin in Apex Legends versus the Netflix anime and other game collabs. Let's have a look at this. Apex, it's going to be garbage, isn't it? Apex Legends, Edge Runner skin. Let's have a look. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's just bring this up for you guys. So here's the I saw Edge Runners, by the way. I thought it was quite good. I thought it was pretty good. Do I care to watch a season 2? Probably not. So this is the Apex Legends skin. Versus. Okay. So breathe that in. Breathe that in. Yeah. Breathe that in. And then if you haven't seen Edge Runners, Lucy, from what I try. Let's bring up Lucy from Edge Runners. Oh, found a no, reject all. Can we bring you up? Here we go. So there's Lucy. So yeah, somehow she turned into a man. Somehow she turned into a man, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, you couldn't pay me to play Apex Legends anymore. You really couldn't. How would you turn that into a fucking man? You know? It's Lucas now. That's not Lucy. That's Lucas. Yeah. What is with all the man face on these women? What is all this fucking man face, dude? It's fucked. It's fucked. Donless Swede. Sorry, just checking to see if the Supergirl numbers have updated. That's all. Thank you, George. Unknown with the $2 says, how would you like the Mortal Shell 2 beta? I loved it. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna stream that. I really, really enjoyed it. I'm thinking, because I've got to start my playthrough of the Sinking City, because the Sinking City 2 is coming out. I'm hoping to do that next week. I hope. I was trying to get it started this week. I just got too busy and it was too hot. So fingers crossed next week I can get that going. But I wouldn't mind doing an edited video for the gaming channel based on that beta as well. Recording me going through the beta, editing it, and then, you know, just kind of giving final thoughts. But it was great. It was legitimately really good fun. it was sort of a nice balance between Souls type, and not hack and slash, but a little bit more actiony, or it's certainly more forgiving as a Souls type. I thought it had a good gameplay loop, really good gameplay loop. Big PD with the $5 says, thanks, I needed a good laugh. Hey, anytime. Anytime. What's Supergirl's budget compared to the Marvels? Let's have a look. The Marvels budget. The Marvels had a gross. Oh, no, let's do a net. The Marvels had a net production budget of $307 million after UK tax incentives. So this is the difference. This is where you find the reality versus the fantasy that they say. Because I'm pretty sure that they said the Marvels was a $250 million budget. I'm pretty sure they did. It was actually $374 million. And then after the tax break, $307 million. So, like I said, I'm really interested when they actually report on Supergirl, because then we'll see what the true production budget was. But yeah, $307 million, that's before marketing. So probably $150 million marketing takes that up to let's say 450 with marketing, which means it had to hit around about 900 million to break even. It did 206. So the Marvels lost all its production budget and all its marketing. So it lost 450 fucking million. Insane. It's insane shit. Kellamore with a $2 says, sticking feather up your butt don't make you a chicken. I don't know. I'll give it a try. See if I lay an egg. How about that? B-Man with a $2 says, what kind of jam though? Ooh, Hartley's strawberry. Definitely got to be Hartley's strawberry jam. Oh, that's my favorite jam. Night Shadow with a 28 months says, always can count on you when I need a few laughs. Thanks for all the giggles, sir. Cheers. Hey. Nay problemo. Gorbs with a £10 says, this week on Unsolved Mysteries, British man found dead covered in jam and peanut butter, hanging off the shower curtain and wearing fried eggs and a bow tie. Can we unpick this most curious case? Could happen. Seedless, absolutely seedless. Do you know, with Hartley's, I don't know. With Hartley's, I don't care. You can have chunks of strawberry in with Hartley's. But I don't have a shower curtain. I have a shower cubicle. Angry Joe spent $15,000 on new air conditioning. I spent £11,000 on a brand new kitchen. Sorry, that was for the missus for Christmas. A brand new bathroom. I had it all ripped out. I had the whole thing ripped out. It was an old bathroom from, I don't know, fucking 50s, 60s. I had everything ripped out. Floorboards, walls, ceiling, toilet, sinks, shower, extractor. Everything was ripped out. Then it had like lino floor. and it just had like painted walls and then wooden slats, all ripped off, tiled from top to bottom, tiled floor, tiled walls up to the ceiling, brand new ceiling, brand new light fixtures, brand new extractor fan, brand new toilet, brand new shower cubicle. Oh, chat, it's the best. It's the best money I've ever spent. My shower is just, oh man. I went from the shittest shower in the world to, oh man. Chat's mum can attest to that, by the way. There was no way. When Chat's mum was coming over to the house for the first time, there was no chance in hell that I was going to have that old bathroom. No chance in hell. I needed a new bathroom. This was the perfect excuse. It is game changing. It was game changing. Oh, the worst thing. The worst thing was when it was all completed. When it was all completed, and I was like raring to go into the shower. The contractors, and by the way, that's 2 years old now, and the contractors did an amazing job. Nothing has fucked up. Nothing has fucked up. And they were like, we're finished, and I saw it all, and it was look amazing. And I was just like, I can't wait to have a shower tonight. And they're going, oh no. He says, you got to wait 24 hours now before you can use it. The shower. You can obviously use the toilet. And I was like, no. So I had to wait 24 hours before I could get into that shower. But my God, when I did, raindrop shower plus an extended, a takeout, And because I'd had a brand new boiler fitted as well, because my other, dude, this house was falling apart. This house was falling the fuck apart. And because I got a brand new boiler fitted, the water pressure was so much better. So I went from a horrendous shower that would go from hot to cold, from cold to hot. Tiny cubicle, we couldn't fucking move. No water pressure, literally like, it's like a fucking German guy pissing on your fucking head. Not that I would know, but I'm guessing. To this brand new big cubicle, well, as big as a tiny bathroom, but as big as it will allow. Fucking. Amazing. Yeah, my shower is pretty much my air conditioner. I get in, I turn it on to cool, I go, woo, and then I get out. Sorry. I got so excited then. Steve Rossman with a $20 says, congrats on day 59. Tomorrow, day 60. Tomorrow, day 60. Let's fucking go. Did I post the pictures? I actually took pictures of the before and after, by the way. I did not just the before and after, but the before, the during, and the after. Because initially I was only going to have tiling to halfway. And then when they arrived, and they were just like, so you want tiling to halfway? And I just looked at the walls. And I was just like, can we get tiling all the way to the ceiling? And they were like, Yeah, but we'll have to pull the walls down. All the walls down. I was like, do it. I was like, do it. I had to put my hand in my pocket, but you know. You can't put, I'm telling you now, you cannot put a price on a good shower. You just can't. You cannot put a price on a good shower. It is game changing. It just sets you up for the day. It really sets you up for the day. High pressure shower. Oh, have we got Supergirl report coming in? Yes. And G Mort with a £5.90 for a 59-day bonus. Thank you, G Mort. Right. We have the Supergirl numbers for the weekend. I predicted 1.4 for the Saturday and 1 million for the Sunday. Guess what? I'm absolutely spot on. I'm absolutely spot on. 1.4 million for the Saturday, which overtook Obsession, and then 1 million for the Sunday, which put it back below Obsession. Taking it to 66 million domestically. International has not been updated, nor has the domestic. So they haven't updated the numbers at the top yet. But that's what I predicted. 1.4 Saturday, 1 Sunday. That might get adjusted down a little bit as well, potentially. But it's a 59% drop off on week 2. Holy, how'd you drop another 60 odd percent when you dropped 70? Ow! But chat, so what's it? You know, you got to look, what's the next weekend going to be in total? 1.5 million? 1.6 million? 1.7 maybe? You see how the money very quickly dries? What's it going to take during the week? Well, based off this week, 3 million? 72% drop from week 1 to week 2 totals. 72. Oh my Lord. I'm going to have a fucking field day in tomorrow's video. And remember, it's lost 1,000 theaters. It's lost 1,000 theaters now. So next week's might even be bigger drops because of that. Oh, so happy. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. Big PD with a $10 says, congratulations on day 59. Keep it up one day at a time. Absolutely. Great show. Cheers, mate. Oh, thank you. Thank you. But you're absolutely right. One day at a time. Dave Grimes with a 51 month says, hey, Laz, did you ever order the 1 in 6 First Blood Rambo? Mine came on Thursday. And did you order the Xenomorph with Ripley? No and no. Would I like them? Sure. I don't have any room. I don't have any room. I am out of, in actual, like I said, I'm trying to dump stuff from a storage right now. I just don't have the room. I have to be so selective with what I get now. Because yes, there are a few things on pre-order, but at the minute, I'm just waiting for my Galvatron statue arrive to go over there. Then I've got to find a new place for the open Transformer figures. I got to adjust this shelf down here. Taking out Zod, Supergirl, Flash, so I can put some more Batman in. I have more G.I. Joes than I need to put up, but I got pictures all over that wall. So now I'm thinking, do I take those pictures down? Do I put those pictures into the bedroom and then put more shelving there? I'm out of space for the Transformers. They're all double booked on each other. Here, if I just lift up, look, they're all double booked. They're all double booked on top of each other. And that goes all across. That goes all across. Plus, I have more down there, which I need to display. I got shelving here. That's full. My Resident Evil cabinet, I want to put more stuff in there. That's nearly full. I can maybe move around some of the 1-in-6s, and it'd be nice to get some new 1-in-6s in there from the franchise. Get a Rebecca Chambers, get a Chris. Be nice to get a Wesker, you know. Get another Ada Wong because I can't have enough of her. Fucking, I've got yellow fever. And then the Transformer Autobot cabinet, that's full. That's I mean, downstairs, all of it done. All of it full. I got no room, Dave. I got no room. So I had to pass. I had to pass. Crimson Shadow with a £3 Crimson Shadow, so it's a fist bump super sticker. Thank you. Boom. There we go. X in Wonderland with a $2 is going to the Ren Fair, even though you're banned. No, X, I'm not banned from the Ren Fair. I can go to any Ren Fair I want. I'm not banned. Who would be banned from a Ren Fair? Who? Kelsall with a membership for 10 months. Kelsall, thank you. Thank you. And then we got that $100 from Legalized Adulthood. Now that, and we've gone through this, but now you're enjoying the Simonson thoughts. Time for you to get some Tom Baker Doctor Who under your belt. Lardass got rid of his P.O. box, so all we can do is pester you. Just start with season 1, you bundle of sticks. Wow. Felted, etc. Let's go felted, etc. I don't know. Like I said, it's toughy, but I probably should. And then Legalized Adulthood dropping 20 gifted memberships into the stream. Hey, Sandy. Sandy is never late. She just always arrives on time. Charlie Brown is a winner with a $10. Which fictional detective do you want to discover your awkward death scene? John Thor's Morse, David Jason's Frost, Martin Shaw's Gently, or another? I would love it if Philip Marlowe discovered my body. Miss Marple is also Jessica Fletcher. Jessica Fletcher would also be a great one. Inspector Clouseau, that's a good one. I'm not so much into Dick Tracy. Giggity. I mean, I might have dicked to Tracy in my time. That's untrue. That I have never had sexual intercourse with a lady called Tracy. I'm just saying. Poirot would be funny. We could have yeah. I think for the lols. Oh, Columbo would be awesome, of course. Duh, my favorite detective. I think for the lols, it's got to be Jessica Fletcher. I want, and God rest her soul, I want Angela Lansbury to find me. Great question. By the way, great super chat. Great question. Vet Gamer Bocephus with a $5. Sounds like the UK government is turning full on communist. Of course it is. It's Labour. It's the Socialist Party. They've been fucking full on. There again, they all are. Even the fucking Conservatives were going full fucking retard. They're all cut from the same cloth, dude. They all go to the same institutions. They've had the same education. They're all the fucking same. Different party, same shit. Oh, God, I love smelling these candles, by the way. Duty Streams with a $50. Dude, hey, that's a biggie, dude. That's a biggie, man. 3-parter, holy. If the UK passed a law only allowing you to consume one piece of content, what IP do you choose? You can also ban an IP. What are you banning? You can own AC and end immigration, but you have to give up all comics, toys, collections. What do you do? Go! Wow, duty, that's a biggie. That's what she said. I'm going to lean back and in my chair and think about this one. Right, I'm going to tackle this out of order. You can own AC and end immigration, but you have to give up all comics, toys, collections. What do I do? I go onto the internet and I just complain about the immigrants, and I keep my toys and collection. And I've lived without AC, so I can still do that. You ain't taking my toys and my collections away from me. No way. Flood the country with immigrants, I say. If I can ban an IP, what am I banning? That's a tough one, because is there an IP that I detest enough to have it banned? Like, I know that Marvel movies are shit now, but do I want to see Marvel banned as an IP? No, because it's got some great stuff back in the day. Not the last 15 years or whatever, but it's got some great stuff from back in the day. Same with DC. There's plenty of great stuff. What would I like to see banned? What's DSP's favorite IP? He doesn't really have one, is it? He follows the money, so he doesn't really have one. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I did think Star Wars. But the OG, the OG stuff is amazing. Now, would I ban WWE? No. What? I've got to pick an IP here. Dude, this is toughy. Okay. I would ban Fast and the Furious. I have never seen a Fast and the Furious film. I have no intentions of ever seeing a Fast and the Furious film. And if you like the Fast and the Furious films, I'm going to take them away from you. I'm going to take them away from you. So yeah, we'll go Fast and the Furious. What if I could only consume one IP? What do I choose? That's a toughie. Because, like, you'd be like, what about Transformers? Well, Transformers, I'm a G1 supremacist, right? So if I'm a G1 supremacist, what is my content? Well, my content is 4 seasons of the cartoon with varying degrees of quality and the compendiums. So there's not really a lot as a white supremacist. No, wait, as a Transformers G1 supremacist, that would be my content. So that would be, it's not enough. It's not a lot. Batman, there's a lot of Batman stuff, a lot of Batman films, a lot of Batman comics. You know, so there's a lot of that stuff. So I could get some decent life out of that, but oh man, dude, you're definitely getting your $50 worth now. These are good questions, man. Do you know what? I'm also, when it comes to IP, you got video games as well. So I would have things like the Transformers video games. But there's a franchise. There is a franchise that I keep playing, right? In my spare time, I keep playing. I'll go to one game in the franchise, then I'll go to another game in the franchise. And then I'll just play it over and over again. And I've yet to get sick of it, yet to get bored with it. And this has been a franchise that I was there at the beginning in 1996. So it would be Resident Evil. It would be Resident Evil. Because those games, I'm never gonna get bored of playing them. There you go. That's a tough, dude. That was great, dude. That was a lot of fun. That was tough, but that was a lot of fun. Mr. Deadbird sold to a blind kid. Dumb and Dumber. With a £5 says, do you think Clooney's bat suit nips are more on point and Silverstone's bat tucks are more rounded than any Supergirl character? Well, let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a look, shall we? Because right here, I just so happen to have a George Clooney Batman 1:6 scale figure. Now, as you can see, chat, there's some bat nips right there for you. There you go. There's some bat nips gleaming. And look at the way that the holder pumps up his crotch. Just saying. Now, I know that Schumacher, God rest his soul, I know that Joel Schumacher tried to make the suits like Grecian statues. I get that. I like the suits apart from the nips. I do like the suits apart from the nips. Because I do like the way that they do the muscular, tones and all of that. The Robin suit from Batman Forever is epic. That Robin suit in Batman Forever is absolutely awesome. Even though it's got nips. Now I prefer I prefer my nips on a lady than a dude, you know. They were fighting Mr. Freeze. That is a really good point. Well made. So they're fighting Mr. Freeze. So yeah, the nips are gonna be hard. The nips are gonna be hard. So yeah. But I never, even though I prefer them not to have the nips, it was never a thing that I obsessed about or was like, I am really anti-nip. Yeah. I get what he was trying to do. But yeah, he tried to make them look like Grecian statues. I get it. WYFT42 has been a member for 29. Thank you. Pre-Dawn Corpses has renewed his membership because actually he's been a member for 15 months. Thank you, Pre-Dawn Corpses. He's gay. Dresden Actual with a £2 says, congrats on making more money than Supergirl. Dresden, that super chat of £2, thank you, has made me more profitable than Supergirl. Your super chat has made me, this stream, more profitable than Supergirl. And that is a fact. It's not a joke. It's an actual fact. I liked Alicia Silverstone in her back. You know, how old was I then? I was 22. I was 22 when Batman and Robin came out. Yeah, Alicia Silverstone was, yeah, you know, she was on the Wood list. More later with a £2 says Joker and Ray Pittler would like this DC universe though. Fucking snorted to that one. I would like to see Ray Pittler let loose on James Gunn's DCU. Could be lols. Ivan Coltis with a $10 says, is it normal for me to feel nothing towards the AAA Western industry? Like, I look at all of it, layoffs, studios being shut down, and I just feel nothing. No sadness, no anger, just apathy. Ivan, I'm in the same boat. I'm in the same boat, right? Now, you can argue that maybe some of the layoffs is a little bit of a question mark. It's software. But overall, I'm sort of like, I don't care. Particularly when the majority is coming from companies that just aren't performing. They're not producing good games. They're certainly not making games for gamers. So get the fuck out. Get the fuck out my industry. As a gamer, it's my fucking industry. As a customer of video games, it's my fucking industry. So get the fuck out my industry. You're not wanting to make games for us, get the fuck out. So I fully understand where you're coming from. Is there going to be a little bit of friendly fire along the way? Maybe, but when you look at what's happening with the independent developers, when you look at what's happening to AAA, I can't have any sympathy for AAA. I'd rather like, I had no intention, nor am I going to buy Black Flag resynced. Sold 2 million copies on day one. Why? Is it because people have turned around on Ubisoft? No. It's because Black Flag was the most beloved of the Assassin's Creed games. And people are wanting to get a resynced version of that. It doesn't interest me in the slightest. But then you look at everything that they did to fuck that game up. You got fugly women all over it. Fucking ugly women. Crappy graphics. You can't even tell half the time if it's the original or the remake. But people do that. And I'll tell you right for now, there is a game that I will be a hypocrite on. And we all know it, you know, because the only way to get the game is digitally, and the only platform it's releasing on is console. So when GTA 6 comes out, yeah, I'm gonna get GTA 6 and I'm gonna bring up the PS5. I'm gonna have it plugged in so that I can stream it from here. So I will be a hypocrite when it comes to GTA 6, but you can't really. I don't think you can like. I got Assassin's Creed Shadows for the lols, yeah, because of all the commotion around it. So I wanted to stream it. I wanted to see what it was all about, and I had huge viewership on those two streams. Huge viewership. And God bless you. Insane super chats. Absolutely insane. So for 2 days, I made absolute bank. And I could have carried on and milked it. But the game was so fucking boring that I couldn't stand more than 2 streams of Assassin's Creed Shadows. I think we'd seen everything that we needed to see with the game in terms of what it was going to be like. And it was repetitive garbage. Repetitive garbage. So sometimes even a financial incentive, because, you know, it is my business at the end of the day. Even that isn't. It can't override the desire to be stimulated. And the Assassin's Creed games, I think, are the dullest games imaginable. So I get your apathy, Ivan. I get it. I feel it for the most part. Robo Suke with a 3 month said, did you see the Lanterns link about how Jordan? No one should be shocked. Can't wait for all of this to die. Yeah, if you don't know, none of you care. And rightfully so. Somebody leaked out that Hal Jordan dies in episode 1 of Lanterns. Am I surprised? I mean, let's just say that's true. We knew he was dying in the show. That had leaked out ages ago. And we also know that they're trying to do some sort of true detective thing. So there could be an alternative timeline. Or he might die in episode 1, but we get flashbacks all throughout the rest of the season. Which, because, you know, they need to kill the pace of the show. But just like the previous super chat, I feel nothing. I have zero hopes for this show. The trailers have been abysmal. They don't know how the fucking ring works. So why should I, and this isn't a go at you, Robosuke. So why should I give a shit about characters living or dying? You can't even get the fundamentals of how the lanterns work and how the fucking ring works. And we've seen in the trailers Hal Jordan in the suit, maybe on Oa, certainly in space. So we know there's going to be flashbacks. So he might die in episode 1, but we'll get flashbacks throughout the rest of the season with him in. Not that I care. I can only promise you I'll watch episode 1. I can't promise I'll go any further. It really will depend on A, how I feel about it, B, how you guys feel about it. But if I do a review for that show and it does 30k views, I ain't wasting my time. I ain't wasting my time going any further if it's shite. If I'm enjoying it, I'll carry on. Chances that I'll enjoy it? Probably very low. Probably very, very low. Here, borrow my ring. Not how any of this works. No, you the ring picks the bearer. While the bearer's alive, the ring works for them and them alone. You can take Hal Jordan's ring. You ain't gonna fucking make it work. The writer of HBO's Watchmen wrote some more shit. Yeah. Damon Lindelof. The fact in the interviews that they said they called it lanterns because Green Lanterns is stupid. You have people that hate the source material writing the show. How do you think it's going to turn out? Huh? How the fuck do you... It's going to be... Oh, well, this is why you have two people fighting over the same fucking ring. This is why you have the ring working for Jon Stewart when it shouldn't. Oh, it's going to be painful. It's going to be painful. Take your 610 with the $5. Says Sargon was on FNT. I still remember your reaction when he said Biden's trans health secretary looked like the mouth of Sauron. Legend. Well, it wasn't wrong. Lod has become a YouTube member. Lod, thank you. Scooter BCT has been a member for 29 months. Thank you, Scooter. Pre-dawn corpses with a $5 says, Jer's not going to make it. No, he ain't going to make it. Jer's not going to make it anymore. Oh, suffer. Oh. Oh, well. Thoughts and prayers. Gollum Wolf has been a member for 50 months. Gollum Wolf, thank you. And Gollum Wolf for the $5 says, hell as, if you haven't already, I recommend checking out the game Star Trucker. It's better than it has a right to be. Seems up your alley. I'll have a look. I'll have a look, Sipu. Buffalo Blue Bear has been a member for 40 months. Buffalo Blue Bear, Blue Bear, Blue Bear. Germaxing again. Thank you. Razor Burn with a $2 says, good morning, Az. Got Tracy Jacks by Blur on the player. Tracy Jacks. Yeah. I do love me a bit of Blur. That's weird, actually, Razorburn, because the missus asked me, I think yesterday. I think it was yesterday. She asked me yesterday, she says, who's your favorite indie band? And I said, Blur. I said, Blur. So, yeah, that's interesting. Mechanism Studios with a $5 says, since Batman Zero from Volume 2 is the Batman origin, should I have Roger Craig Smith sign it? I was thinking about the number one as well, having trouble deciding. Well, Batman Zero is no longer continuity. Batman Zero from 0 Hour. Batman Zero. That's no longer continuity. DC changes its continuity all the time. The new continuity after that started with the New 52. And then the New 52 gave way to Rebirth, which started the new continuity. And then Rebirth gave way to what? All new DC. So that became the new continuity. DC's all over the place with continuity. Little Dutch with a 22 euro says, hi, Az. Good luck with your weight loss journey. Thank you. I'm undergoing one alongside you for my own health. Did you happen to see the newly revealed Bingo Toys masterpiece Computron? I believe they call it Galileo. Yeah, I mean, I already possess the first release. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, I like the look of it. Now, fans, I've seen the images. There might be some tweaks. I know this is a more stylized version of Computron. Needs a little bit of a dust there. This one's been out. Fans Toys have shown off 2 of their version of Computron, which is most likely going to be more in line with the cartoon, the animation. But with that said, I still want to pick up the Bingo Toys one because I think it looks certainly right. It looks like it's going to be a doozy. Looks like it's going to be a doozy. But yeah, Cole Howells has been filtering me through images from the show. So I've been kept abreast of everything. Movie Master, and thank you for 22 euro, dude. Very generous. Movie Master with a $5 says, are you interested in Alien Isolation 2? It looks legitimately good. Yeah, I've never played the first one. So this Halloween, I'm going to play the first Alien Isolation in preparation for Alien Isolation 2. But yeah, it looks like it could be some cool, scary. Wayne Arama with a 34-month membership. Wayne Arama, thank you. Nate the Scot with a 46-month says, hello. Lying on the bed in front of a fan with the curtains closed because it's too damn hot. Rewatching Farscape with a girlfriend lately. Love it. Dude, that's my life right now. Curtains closed to prevent the heat. Fan on, feet up. Just watching something, being sapped of all strength, done. Mechanism Studios with a $2 says, it is the new 52 issue. Out of no longer continuity. New 52's 3, maybe 4 continuities ago now. Baby, hey, dude, you get signed what you want to get signed by whoever what you want to get signed. And St. Louis with a $100 right at the end, and it looks like take 3 broke. It says it hasn't hit, but it doesn't matter because that's it. We're caught up. St. Louis, thank you for $100 super duper roopery. And that brings us right up to date. Way too generous, dude. Thank you, man. Thank you, dude. So kind. You've been so kind today, everybody. Right, I've only got 45 minutes to Sunday Fun Day. I've got to buy a game and install it. Oh my God. New game today. New game. So I'm going to set up the room in a moment for the new game for Sunday Fun Day. 45 minutes from now, I want to give a massive thank you to everybody who came to watch today. I think we peaked at like 1.6. a little bit over 1.6K. Wow. Thank you. Massive thank you to my mods for giving up their free time. Everybody who super chatted, membered, remembered, gifted memberships. Thank you so much indeed for supporting the channel. I'll be back in 45 minutes from now with Sunday Fun Day. Until then, you take care. Goodbye, Lobo!